Felipe here with Osos Negros Gym. I just want to congratulate you guys on a Wednesday. Nice Wednesday we're having. So we're going to be doing this thing on Wednesdays. We're going to call it the Hump News for Osos. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be covering topics on trending diet, on trends on gyms, and different things like that. Okay? So for the next few weeks we're going to be doing dieting tips. Okay? So this week we're going to cover not in depth, but we're going to do an overview on the macro diet. Okay, so we're going to jump right into it, and then we'll do some closing statements afterwards and some other stuff that we have going on in our gym. Okay, so macros, flexible diet. That's what they call it in the underground world, if you want to. So this started to be a trend about a year or so ago, and it was so big because of the fact that you are in a flexible diet. So what does that mean? For a lot of people it meant that you could eat whatever you want as long as it fit in your macros. Okay? So people were like, oh, that's awesome, I can eat a pizza because it fits my macros, bro. So that's not necessarily the case on what the diet actually is. Okay, so let's cover it. We'll start by macros. What is a macro? So a macronutrient is basically divided into three things: your carbs, your proteins, and your fats. These three things make up a macronutrient. So basically it's your food. Okay? It's what you eat on an everyday basis. Okay? So it's made up of carbs. Okay? Carbs will be our first topic, or our first discussion in the macronutrient overview. So what is a carb? A carb is basically your veggies, your sweet potatoes, your beans, your rice, all that good stuff. Okay? So, here's the thing. A lot of people consider carbs to be bad for you because we've had this tendency over the past decade or so of telling people that a high carb diet is a bad diet for you because it makes you get fat. Okay? So, it's not necessarily the case if you eat the right carbs. Okay? So understand that any diet or lifestyle, as we like to call it, in eating is going to take time to develop. Okay, so this means that you're not going to have amazing results in a week or two. Okay, that's not going to happen. If you're on one of these diets that is super fast and telling you you're going to lose 30 pounds in 2 weeks, you should probably stay away from that diet. Reason being is because no human being can sustain that type of eating for a lifetime. Okay? What we're trying to do is educate you on how you can eat for the rest of your life and be healthy and be prosperous in what you do. Okay? So, carbs, again, they are your veggies, they are your sweet potato, your beans, your rice, all that good stuff. Okay? If you divert from that, then you're probably not going to have good carbs, so that will make you gain weight. That's not what we want. Okay? So make sure you understand that. After that, we have proteins. Okay, this whiteboard back here is basically just for me. I know you guys can't see it that well. This is raw, live stuff. Okay, so proteins. Proteins are basically your meats. If you are vegan, then it might be your tofu, your soy, your beans, I believe so. So I'm not really educated on the vegan diet, to be honest with you guys. This is from another perspective. We will cover that later on. Okay, stay tuned for that. So, proteins, meats, your chicken, your fish, your actual meat, and eggs as well. Okay, there's some carbs that actually are hybrids, and you can use them as protein as well. Okay, but for the most part, they're your main entree when you eat. Okay, so your protein takes a big part on your plate, and it's a big part on how you want to look. If you're trying to lose weight, protein is a big factor. If you're trying to gain muscle mass, it's also a big factor. Okay, there's no way around it. You need protein in your diet, also as you need carbs. Okay, both of these are very essential in your diet because they provide the energy for you to do everyday activities. Okay, you can't take anything of these out, because if you do, you're going to have a hole in your diet, and we don't want that. Okay, so proteins, again, meats, fish, chicken, steaks, eggs, all that good stuff. Okay? Now, there is such a thing as synthetic proteins. What we mean by this is your powder proteins. Okay? If you're taking some of these supplements, make sure that you are not substituting the supplement for the actual food. Okay? Because if they're telling you that you need to substitute food for liquid, then you should probably stay away from that too. Okay? Because there is no such thing as substituting liquid for food. You need to eat actual food. Your body has to have actual food to digest. Okay? So make sure that you are not substituting. On another note, make sure that you know what you are drinking. Okay? There's a lot of companies out there with a lot of different supplements. Okay? And a lot of these come out of nowhere. There's new ones coming out every single day that are telling you, hey, we have the best, we have the cleanest, we have the meanest, and all this good stuff. But the thing is that you have to educate yourself on what exactly it is that the ingredients they have and how they affect the other stuff that you are eating and doing throughout the day. Okay? So that is synthetic proteins. Okay? You can use these to pump up your calories on your macronutrients. Okay, we'll go over the calories at the end. So, synthetic protein, carbs, actual protein, that's what we have so far. After that, we have fats. Okay, fats are very important in your diet because they do not screw up your hormones or your insulin levels, and you can use these to fill up your calories as you go throughout the day. Okay, so the calories. We'll go back to the fats. We're just going to talk about the calories real quick. What are the calories are made up of the carbs, protein, and fats, which is the macronutrients. They're your calories. Okay, your calorie count will tell you, okay, you need to eat this amount of calories if you're trying to gain muscle mass, or you need to eat X amount of calories if you're trying to lose body fat, or if you're trying to maintain. Okay, so your fats will actually help you get to the calorie level if at one point in time you are running out of carbs and proteins to eat and you're like, oh my god, I can't eat anymore, but I still have 300 calories left for my day. Okay, so the fats can actually substitute into that. So you don't necessarily substitute them, you just add them on, you dump them onto your proteins and fats. So fats will be your olive oils, your coconut oils, your almonds, your nuts, your seeds, your avocados, all that good stuff. Okay, those are your fats. That's going to help you supplement in your protein and carbs. Again, they're good because they don't screw up your insulin or hormones levels on your carbs and proteins. Okay, because believe it or not, if you uptake your carbs, it will have some kind of effect within your hormone, insulin, sugars, all that stuff. Okay, so that's basically the macronutrient diet in a shell. Okay, there's not really that hard of a diet to follow, okay, because it is flexible. Again, make sure that the flexible doesn't mean I get to eat a pizza because it fit my macros, okay? You have to take in consideration the other factors around it. It's a good diet. The pros to it, again, it's flexible. So by that, it means that it has everything that you need. You have your carbs, you have your proteins, you have your fat. There is nothing that you are not eating, okay, in the sense of the things that your body has a necessity to, okay? Don't go into extreme diets not knowing what you're doing just because you want a quick fix up, okay? So these are my closing statements to you. If you are trying to lose body fat, because that's most of the time what we see when people come into our gym. Hey, I'm trying to lose weight. Hey, you know, I used to be so lean and now I'm this fat. You know, it happens, you know, life happens. Okay? That doesn't mean that it's possible. It is possible to lose 30 pounds in 3 weeks. Is it healthy? No, it's not. Okay? There is no such thing as a 30-day pill, a 30-day quick fix-up that you can do and for it to be healthy in your longevity of life. Okay? You have to take into consideration your body. Okay? Your body will take a negative effect on those things. So, for those of you that are looking at this video right now and are thinking, hey, I'll follow this diet because it looks good and it's flexible and I'll lose the weight and then I'll go back to eating the way I used to, it's not possible, guys. This is a lifestyle, okay? You have to eat this way for the rest of your life. Yes, I know it sounds horrible because we want to eat pizza, we want to eat burgers, we want to eat donuts, we all love those things, okay? But everything with a good measurement is good for you. There are always alternatives to the things that you love, okay? So do your research. I mean, there's tons and tons of diets on Pinterest, on Facebook, and all of these other social media places. There's tons of diets, or not diets, sorry, tons of recipes that you can use to substitute your pizza, okay? If you want organic pizza, you can do that. If you want protein donuts, you can do that. We actually sell those, so just so you know that. But there are so many other alternatives to these things, and that you can enjoy your diet, and that way it doesn't feel like a diet. It just feels like you're just eating your regular meals, okay? On that note, if you are somebody that is an athlete, or somebody that is trying to gain mass, or somebody that is taking sports, or you're doing competitiveness in whatever sport, you have to understand that nutrition is very important, okay? Because of the fact that if you don't fuel your body properly, you're not going to get the results that you want. You'll last for maybe 2 or 3 months, and then you're going to start feeling the effects of eating bad, of not having enough proteins, enough carbs, enough fats, enough of all that stuff in your diet. So make sure you take this into consideration, okay? So as a closing statement, if you want to follow the macronutrient diet, do it. We recommend it, okay, as a gym. And me personally, I've tried it before. It's a good diet. We will be covering other diets in the next 2 weeks, and the other 2 will be the keto diet, which is huge right now, and we'll talk about it. And we're also going to talk about the zone diet. That one's been around for a while. It comes and goes. It's basically the macronutrients, but a little bit more detailed with a lot of other stuff, okay? We'll also cover the paleo diet, and then we'll close out the dieting tips and stuff like that with the paleo diet. So that's my closing statement, guys. If you guys have any comments, questions, suggestions, or any other topics that you guys would like us to discuss, put them down in the comment section. Give us a like, give us a follow. If you want to see more of this stuff, then let us know. Or if you don't, then tell us as well, because that way we will know. We are launching different things coming up in the next few months with our gym, and we are going to start an apparel line soon. We'll have more details on that, and we'll tell you guys who to follow, what to follow. The apparel line will be athletic, but it will also be casual, okay? So if any of you that have any of our shirts and love our shirts, you're going to like the apparel line because it's similar to it. It's going to be promoting more fitness style life rather than just our gym, okay? So you will see different types of people from different types of walk of life, okay? So that means you will see bodybuilding, CrossFit, powerlifting, strongman, all that good stuff, okay? Yoga, all that stuff. You're gonna see it with our apparel line, okay? We're trying to get people together and uniting them through movement. That is our goal, okay? We're trying to establish a community that is happy with themselves and likes what they see in the mirror, okay? So if you haven't given us a try, come give us a try. We're at 140 El Chanate Drive, Canutillo, Texas, okay? Come give us a try. Just see what you guys are made of, you know. Everybody that comes in here gives a try. Some people like it, some people don't. It might be for you, it might not, but hey, you have to try it. Otherwise you won't know if you like it or not, okay? So come in, guys. There are several different schedules that we have. We will be posting those. We post them all the time, but if you don't know them yet, we'll post them with this post as well. And we'll try to post all of these with on our YouTube channel, so that'll be coming up as well. And that's basically it, guys. Thanks for joining us. We will be having more good stuff for you guys on Wednesdays, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.